Um, we have Muhammad Dzharbaev against Nartai Kazhekov, 83 kilos. You guys already saw Muhammad. I mean, his name is written as Magomed. He was fighting against one of the Asai team. Guys, I'm gonna substitute right now with Professor Giuliano,
So
the
I'm
manager
gonna
of Asai Republic.
thank you, Said.
Yeah,
It's
thank you very much.
fantastic. You were the first outing as a commentator.
I got a job, huh?
You earned your purple belt.
Yeah,
You
thank
have
you.
a job. We'll switch it around, and then before we wrap up the day, you come back and join us, please.
I'll see you guys later.
Thank you very much.
Passing on the mic.
Boss. And joining me now is the one, the only, often imitated, never duplicated, Giuliano Prado,
What's up, buddy?
5th Dan black belt, manager of Asai Republic. Where's my Asai Bowl?
It's coming. It's on
coming.
its way.
It's on its way.
It's on its way to
How do
this
you
part
feel?
of the world.
How do you feel with your win today?
I almost had a heart attack, man.
Yeah?
I knew the Kazakhstani team was the strongest team because our previous experience in Turkey together.
Sure.
And you know, they fight with the heart. They didn't come to tap or lose. They came prepared, and yeah, it was a very significant victory.
You started off 2-0, and then they just clawed back, and it was sudden death 3-0 for the final fight. That was crazy, wasn't it?
Yes, it was down to the last fight, and we start losing. We lost the first round.
Lost the first round, yes. But took it.
Yeah.
You're fighting tomorrow for first place in this pool to go to the semifinals. So basically, you guys are in the semifinals, but it's going to be who is first and second place with your team fighting against B team.
Yeah.
How do you square up against those guys?
Well, B team, they got more submissions than us today. They're a real powerhouse, you know. They're inspired. They're united as a team. I think it's gonna be super exciting, man. People don't know, if you've never been to this part of the world, you don't know how jiu-jitsu grappling is developed over here, and how these guys are amazing, how tough they are.
Sure. How impressive were the Kyrgyzstan team?
Super impressive. But I knew them from the tournament in Turkey again. Yeah. So some of them came in and set guard to fight. I was like, okay.
You're not pulling guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I thought they were all wrestlers, and all of a sudden they pull guard and sweep everybody. So, yeah, real solid guys. We miss your guys this year, Iran.
Yeah, unfortunately we couldn't show up for the Champions League. Hopefully, if all goes well, maybe for the World Championships we can bring a team. But yeah, not for the Champions League, unfortunately.
So right here we have Kyrgyzstan leading by 2-0.
Yes. No, Russia. It's Kazakhstan Battle Force with the Russian fighter is leading 2-0.
Okay.
And this is the first round, so we were going over all the rules and everything for the viewers, giving some details. Is there anything that you find interesting about this rule set? Anything that you would like to highlight for the viewers? Is there anything that maybe was questionable for you? We could break that down.
The rules are made for a very dynamic fight and for a lot of action, right?
Sure.
It's hard to stall under these rules, and I think, well, you can understand if you pay attention to. Once the time runs without stopping, they don't stop after 2 minutes to restart standing or to start the points.
Sure.
And it favors the more aggressive fighter.
Absolutely. That's the whole point of having the no point section. Allowing the 2 points of the takedown is actually inviting you to be more aggressive, and to chase
Show your submission game.
and chase that 2 points that you can get in the first 2 minutes. If you can get your 2 points in the first 2 minutes, you're keeping it, because basically the guy's on the bottom. You're just going to pressure him. Probably you'll score it maybe in the first 30 seconds. So a minute and a half, he's not going to sweep you. And if he does, there are no points. So if you get your 2 points in the beginning of the match, you're keeping it with you. You're going to carry it with you to the end of the round. So that's a real big advantage. If you have that in your game, which I believe, I'm sure you would agree, you have to have the takedown game with you.
Yeah.
You
On the
can't-
other hand, if you don't, you can sit guard and do your guard for the whole 5 minutes
yes,
and show your
sure,
submissions.
Sure, because there are no negatives for
Yeah.
the guard pull. Yeah, that's a definitely double advantage point to it.
It's fair. I
It's
think
fair.
it's fair.
It's fair.
If that's your game, you don't lose points. You just got to pull guard properly, right? You got to make a grip, a solid grip,
and then sit, yeah.
and then play your game the whole 5 minutes.
Sure, sure.
We had our guy,
Which
the
is also
Russian on our
difficult.
team, Anton.
Yeah.
He pulled guard the 3 rounds, and
First
he
round.
won
Yep.
because he was playing half a guard the whole fight and make his
was the first
opponent
fight of the
defend.
day. First fight of the day.
Yeah. He started wrestling. He felt his opponent was strong. He pulled guard, and he played jiu-jitsu. So you cannot say that it's not fair or it's not advantage to the wrestler or takedown. I think it is depends on your strategy.
This guy's a tough guy.
Oh my God!
He's
yeah.
such a tough guy. Just look at him.
Round 2.
Do you like the round
Yes. Yes.
comprising of each fight 3 rounds? Do you like that?
Yeah, because you can start fresh each round. It doesn't matter. You lose the first round 10-0. Second round is going to be judged completely separately.
separate, yes.
And yes. And it gives you a chance to breathe in between, right? And come out just like in MMA.
Maybe get some new tactics, get some
Exactly.
coaching.
Adjust in between rounds.
Sure.
Yeah, so I would like to emphasize again that is not an unfair game and does not favor a wrestler. If you know how to strategize, you can win with jiu-jitsu.
Sure.
If you know how to strategize, you can win with wrestling.
But you have to be a jiu-jitsu guy with the wrestling, not
Of
just
course,
the wrestling.
of course,
We were
not pure.
discussing that
Yeah,
a
not
little
pure.
earlier.
And nowadays, I mean, you can call it grappling because jiu-jitsu, wrestling, judo, they all play a part in here if you know how to use it.
Sure. I agree.
So we are 2-1 for Kazakhstan?
1-1.
1-1.
1-1.
Okay.
So break this down for us, Coach. What should Nartai do here?
Well, seems like he's doing.
He's too late. He should get not armbarred here.
Yeah. And wow,
That's tight.
what a guard pass straight to the armbar. That was nice.
I think he's going to transition maybe to triangle here. Yeah. Pull him up.
Well,
no.
he's on that arm.
No. He's just
And
going to keep
controlling
it.
the leg like he should.
You know, if that arm opens, that guy, he's going to rip it.
Oh my God, yeah, he's so strong.
He's not going to be sugarcoating that armbar at all.
No, yeah. He is tough, and look at his face.
Yeah, exactly. Cool,
Cool
as ice.
3 minutes, points starting now.
This doesn't look like a really good situation right now.
No, he's.
Best case scenario is it. Oh yeah, look at him go. He really wants that arm. Okay,
Yeah,
now he's
and-
in the spider web. He's not gonna. I was gonna say best situation was to switch his hips and come on top, but he's got him in the spider web now. Now would be it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, controlling
over
of that
the
leg
head.
is super important so your opponent don't get up to defend the armbar by
Sure.
putting the weight on you.
He's
Oh, and he came out.
Oh, okay. That was unexpected. I didn't think he was just gonna
It
explode
was
out of it.
It was the leg entanglement on his face. He didn't really have an armbar set up on the leg. He had one leg crossing over and one under.
Sure.
Okay. So
He means business,
Nartai,
huh?
what's his name? Nartai
Kazhekov.
Kazhekov. He's from Dagestan, right? And
No,
representing
Nartai's from-
Kazakhstan today.
Yeah.
I think so.
I
I'm
think
not sure.
Magomed is from Dagestan. The guy from Battle Force.
Yes,
I think
yes,
that
yes.
guy,
Yeah.
the
because he's
Nartai-
wearing blue,
Yeah.
and here on the
Sure.
score is showing his name on
But
red. I confused a little bit.
Kazhekov is he's a Kyrgyz national, I believe.
Yeah.
Magomed is from Dagestan.
and representing Battle Force.
Battle
today.
Force from Kazakhstan.
People don't know, but we are at 1,000 feet here, and altitude
Yeah.
plays a big part on the game.
Yeah, definitely in the output of what you're putting on the mat. What do you think about you're a very seasoned individual in jiu-jitsu? What do you think about the team aspect of fighting in jiu-jitsu and the national aspect to it? Some people favor the national aspect. Some people favor the team aspect. I want you to break it down for us.
Well, I used to coach wrestling at Mother Day at school back in California. And you have wrestling duels, right?
Sure.
So I'm used to it, the team format.
Okay.
And that's something that we have a little bit in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
But
you
isn't
know,
wrestling like so heavily in favor of the national side of competing, like Team USA or?
Well, in California, for example, where I'm from, we fight inter-school or inter-college, right? Collegiate wrestling. So
Yeah.
you do have
The team aspect.
the team
too.
aspect
But
and
isn't
team
it just
duels.
the building it up to get to that, the in national level, to the world championship level, to the Olympic level? Isn't that the ultimate goal?
Yes, but this is very interesting because, first of all, AIGA is the only
Team sport.
Yeah, it's the only grappling right now that does the team sport.
It does
right?
this team format, but every Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament in the world
It's
is
individual.
It's individual, but you register under a team, so it's still team based. This is
but
such a
ultimately
multifaceted.
individuals. Yeah,
it's
it's ultimately individual because you represent Gracie Barra, you represent whatever team, right? You're not representing. You are represent a team, but you win the individual. You can go all the way to gold medal if your teammates lose. Here, you go only as far as your weakest link, right?
Definitely. That's the unique format of this style of
Only
team
here.
competition.
Only
yes,
here. Only
it's
at
very
AIGA.
unique. This is very unique. And then the fact that it's in a league format where they're going to choose winners from this round, then we're going to come back in August, then they're going to choose 2 more, and then you're going to fight in December. to get the Champions League winner, number 1 ranking.
Yes.
So I would say this is the most unique team tournament right now in the world, isn't it?
Yes.
And then the cash prizes, they're
Very good.
bonkers. We were talking earlier with Said Dunkayev, and we were talking about who gets the
Round
money
3.
when the team wins. I said, if it's me, I'm getting, if it's $10,000, I'm taking $9,000, and then my team can divide $1,000 among them.
Well,
what
I
are you
can
going to
tell
do?
how Sai Republic team is going to do. So,
You know you're guaranteed $10,000
Yeah.
in being in the semis. So
yes. So the breakdown would be $1,000 to each fighter, which
Okay.
is 7 fighters, and then we go by submission, victory or lose,
Nice.
to give bonus to the guys who
I like
push
it.
it more.
I like it. I'll be
think
doing
it's
that.
fair.
So 9,000 I will take, and then the 1,000 I'll divide between the guys who get submissions. I like it. I like that.
So right here we go into the 0.
Yeah, it was a takedown immediately.
So yeah, we're gonna have.
Magomed, I was reading his breakdown earlier. He's got like a long list of freestyle wrestling experience.
Okay.
And you could tell just by the way he's just standing there. He's going to take
Have
your
his
legs.
scramble
He's
is on
going to
top.
take your legs.
Yeah, not smart to fight him standing up because that's his strongest point. And when you scramble, he end up on top.
He's going to end up on top. Yeah, definitely. That's another thing that the wrestlers have. It's the scrambles.
It's like a cat.
Like a cat, exactly.
So right here we have him inverting a guard a little bit to defend.
Kazhekov needs to get a leg lock if he wants to win this fight.
Yeah, or a submission of any kind. He's
I don't
behind,
think-
and
I
this
don't
game
think
don't
he's-
favor him.
I don't think he could catch Dzharbaev with anything other than a leg lock, and I don't think that Dzharbaev would tap to anything other than something that's twisting his knee.
I don't think he. I think you have to break his leg. I don't see him tapping
take
on
his
the leg
ACL
lock.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see him tapping on the leg lock. None of these guys, by the way.
Yeah.
The Kazakhstanians are so tough. We have a guy. One of our guys popped one of the guys' fight, and he pretended there was nothing going on.
Yeah.
Kept going.
Yeah, sure.
And it's the sense of pride. Also, like you don't want to let your teammates down.
Down, mhm.
Right. If it's individual, it's only you. But right here, you're carrying all 6 other guys with you, and it's a big responsibility.
Is that more pressure or is it less pressure?
More pressure.
More pressure.
More pressure.
But don't you feel like you have other people, you know, having your back? You feel more confident, maybe more comfortable, but you also
Stronger.
have pressure.
Yeah.
You don't want to let them down.
Yes. Yes. You and everybody win or everybody lose, right? Doesn't matter if a couple guys on your team lost. As long
At the end of the day, the team
yeah.
wins, you get the win. Yes, that's a very fair way and honest way of breaking that down.
Yeah, even on like showing up and making weight. If you don't make weight, your team is gonna fight with less one guy.
One less
you just
guy.
let them down.
Yes.
So you know it pushes for professionalism. And he's getting to his
Imagine
back.
if he gets that back. He's not letting go, is he? That was a good scramble.
defense,
Nice. So we were breaking this style of fighter down, and by experience, you just said that you've been training wrestling.
I coach wrestling 5 years. Yeah.
I come from Iran. We've got so many
National
wrestlers.
sport.
Yeah, this style of fighting, if you just go half guard, especially if you don't put in your hook, your butterfly hook in, these guys will play this with you
All day.
100 rounds. They'll just keep smashing your half guard.
Yeah, one thing that I was telling to my guys is it's easy to take their back than to sweep them because they're
Exactly.
such a base
Exactly.
guys.
That's exactly.
And you don't come here saying that, oh,
That's
I'm gonna
it.
leg lock them because they're also very good at leg lock and leg lock defense. Leg lock, heel hooks. I see some guys doing amazing defense, amazing job of staying away.
Look at that. Not yet points yet. No, nothing. If the fighter from Kyrgyzstan would have pulled his head out from under his armpit and would have maintained, he would have got 2 points right there.
To get up, yeah.
Yeah, but he
it's not
didn't.
only get up. You need to control for 3 seconds.
Yeah. His head was still on the ground, so that was not considered as any form of control. Look
see
at
the
that
scramble?
snap down in that guy.
And pass.
And a pass. That's it. You think you're going to get a sweep, and then you end up getting passed.
Yes, sweep is
How does that
not-
make you feel?
How many sweeps did you see here today? It's not much of
Not
a
much.
game to apply
Not
into
much.
this situation.
I think
It's
he
easier
got the
to go
choke.
to
Look
the
at
back.
that. He's got that choke in. He's
Yeah.
got it in. He's got the anaconda in. It's a Darce. It's the other way. Got the Darce choke.
Arm
If he
triangle,
just
anaconda, Dars.
expands his chest now. He's just going to expand his chest.
Oh,
Nope.
he's out. And the round's over.
After 10 minutes, your arms aren't as fresh as they were if this was just a 5-minute fight. You get in, you try to crank the neck, and then you're like,
The winner,
oh, my arms are
Magomed.
just